What is going on, Polestar fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to give you a good overview of the data points, what some analysts recently did with Polestar, and given the circumstances, where things might be going from here. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So as you can see, it is 6% plus today, very positive day, and it's not necessarily just with Polestar, it's just the broader economy, but Polestar is getting a nice additional boost over kind of the consensus. So as you can see, Lucid is down, Tesla up 2.5%, and Rivian up 1.26%. So as I've said in the past, Polestar has been at a very crazy substantial discount in my own opinion. Who isn't a financial advisor, of course, so make sure you guys do your own due diligence, but I think people are starting to finally realize that Polestar is a pretty big deal right now, especially based on this article that did come out. So Polestar posted this, says, with our cars on the road in 27 markets from the Arctic Circle to the top of the mountains, we are now also the top down under. And there was this link right here to Gizmo, so an Australian website. So it says we ranked every EV we reviewed in the last 18 months. So it goes over obviously a lot of the vehicles, Kia, and so forth. But number one right here is Polestar 2. So again, I think this is very, very good stuff going forward, especially based on the price point and stuff like that. Polestar already had a good advantage, and they didn't really do a lot of price gouging and things like that, similar to what Tesla did. So Polestar is a very good buy in my own opinion, and based on some latest ratings, Cantor Fitzgerald does agree in a similar fashion. So they did have a previous $7 target. They reiterated that based on this, and that came out on April the 27th. Prior to that though, there was Deutsche. They gave a $5 rating on Polestar, and that was on the 19th. And then obviously I think Fox advisors have already touched on that on a previous video. So when it comes down to analysts, I think they're finally starting to give into the peer pressure of all the data that's out there, because if you are one of those individuals like myself that likes to look at stats, everything justifies that wherever Polestar is, there's massive amount of demand. And unfortunately, as you can see in the States, it is a little bit lower in that regard, but the other actual regions are very much up. So once again, I feel that this is a very good indication that Polestar is going to do a hell of a lot of good things in the coming years. Especially, like I've already said, they are one of the only two pure global EV plays. And when it comes down to potentially their results, we are going to find out on May the 11th in the morning, and that is basically going to be their Q1 earnings. So when it comes down to it, I don't anticipate anything crazy, but I do feel that they have been really mitigating and kind of reducing a lot of their costs based on at least a Q4 earning. That's what they did insinuate. So definitely that could be something very positive for the stock and have its earnings per share potentially higher. So definitely something to watch for. Like I said, I'll give you guys a good overview of everything else that you need to know. It is that time of season, so latest round of 13Fs have been coming down the pipeline, and it is kind of mixed. So you do see some institutions that got out completely, some that maintain their position, and some that increased minorly. So it is all over the place, and I don't think it has to do with Polestar itself. It is just the sector. It was seen as very risky to a lot of institutions, and of course based on the actual stock price, it went down quite a lot. So no different than the whole EV sector. So of course just take that how you see that. When it comes to the options activity though, you do see a little bit more orienting towards calls, insinuating upside is anticipated, because as you can see right here, 58,000 in call premium, 24,000 in put premium, so a little bit more oriented towards the calls. But keep in mind, options activity does not necessarily move the stock price, just a little bit more of a sentiment behind the scenes. As far as big money getting in, there was no big transactions today, but as you can tell over the last couple of days, they definitely have been getting in, and you can tell that based on the bid and the ask and obviously the selling price, versus normally it's just one transaction every day or so forth, things like that. But over the last couple of days, it does look like big money is very much getting in based on the fib levels, because unfortunately looking at the actual technicals, it is higher percentile of the boiling band as of right now, but it is below a lot of the pivotal moving averages. So once again, just be aware that some good indication to watch for is looking at the fib level. So $4.18 cents is that next point to really watch for, and vice versa. If it does potentially trend down, then $3.24 might kind of be that next big support range for Polestar. So definitely something to consider based on the technicals. And right now, as of today, it does look very optimistic. So a lot of bullishness based on the stochastic, and it is considered very much still neutral, so not oversold or anything like that. So definitely a good thing in that regard. Momentum, number of retail investors are kind of flat today, but of course I think that's fair to assume that a lot of people are very hesitant about this potential rally that is happening today. But no matter what though, there is no SEC filings, no actual press releases. It is just the value rally of the broader market as of right now that is driving it up as much as it is. So like I said, there is a lot of good data coming out and good stats, good reviews, all to validate the fact that Polestar is a very good product and offers a good product. And like I said, based on the upcoming earnings on May the 11th, I think that is going to be the hammer that drives it home to cause it to go up very much so. And of course, typically after earnings, you do get a lot of analyst attention, so that might kind of once again escalate it to go up a little bit further. Once again, I'll just give you guys a quick overview of shorts and what they are doing right now. So I do have Mullen up. I'll quickly pop over to Polestar. So as of right now with Polestar, as you can see, that the short score is currently 69, utilization is around 89, and currently there is around 11,000 or 12,000 shares being returned. Cost to borrow average is around 12.5, so not much activity today. So I definitely see this as a pretty optimistic stance. The fact that shorts aren't necessarily trying to suppress it a lot today shows that in reality things might be trending up as well. 4.03% of the free float is in fact being shorted, so that's definitely gone up a lot from what it previously was with Polestar, around 2.5%, and 10.49 million shares overall are being shorted. So like I said, I think this is a good summary of everything that you need to know. Potentially from here, I do anticipate, even though the Feds are going to be making their interest rate decision, I believe in the next couple of weeks or next week, that might cause a little bit more volatility, but I think a lot of people are starting to realize that Polestar is a very substantial discount and a very good long-term play, like I've already said. But once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on Polestar in the comments below. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, selling, holding, what you've been doing with Polestar. Give yourself a shout out in the comments. And one final thing I just wanted to share with you, take a look at this promo. This is only for April, so a couple days left, and that is with 𝗪𝗧𝗪. You might as well take advantage of free promos. So all you have to do, open up a free account, you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, so a complete no-brainer. 𝗪𝗧𝗪 does also offer $0 commission, free level 2 trading, so a very big win-win in reality. And as you can see, just deposit $100, you get 4 additional free stocks. So kind of a no-brainer. Let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that in the comments below. And without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Polestar.